Women of BSV.
Coming to you live from Miami for NFT Week, Miami Tech Month, and Bitcoin 2022. Where am I? I'm some screen. There I am. Hi. I need makeup and a lot of mess fixing up. But we're here live from Miami, the Women of BSV. We've got Rory Zimmerman here. We've got Mrs. BrittanyBitz, the podcaster that you all know and love. And we have Mikey from Arise as his handle on Twitter. He has been an amazing supporter of BSV for a very long time. He volunteered to print t-shirts for me for a blockchain conference I led at one of the largest tech conferences in Fort Lauderdale a few years ago. We put the dragon on the cover of the shirt, and we put at the back was a roadmap of all the companies building in BSV, Tonic Pow and Streamanity and all the cool Relay and Haste and everybody. So Mikey has come up with a very new kind of innovative way to do NFTs using near-field communication, or the tap technology that you use with your credit card. And he's going to share that with us today and explain why NFTs need to be put on the BSV blockchain, because it's faster, cheaper, easier, and it's actually on blockchain, your entire NFT, versus having a hash on the blockchain. So, Mikey, I don't know, Rory had a better introduction. You want to try yours too?
Oh, no, you're perfect. See, Robin is setting up the whole scene here in Miami, and it's just been amazing. And last night we had a big party, and I did go full cosplay just because of feeling this is a very important concept, that the use of NFTs and digital objects and being able to buy physical objects that you play with in the games. So, Mikey, tell us all about NFTs. How you doing?
NFTs, pretty good. Yeah, we've had this idea of just physical things need to be
Mikey, we need audio, babe. We can't hear you very well.
You can't hear me very well?
Yeah, you're fading out.
Sorry about that.
Meanwhile, we're in a pajama Jimmy Jam party over here. Like, we're literally in bed together, okay? Well, Brittany ditched us, but we're literally a pajama Jimmy Jam and
she's the producer.
Pillow party.
She's the producer. Yeah.
Gotcha. No, so
yeah, but it's not just tees. It's like t-shirts, right?
Right. NFTs.
Here,
NFTs, so t-shirt.
Yeah.
We're starting with t-shirts. We're pegging t-shirts to, digital, physical to digital, but anything physical to digital eventually. Starting
anything physical to digital for those who can't hear him.
And so these were the first shirts that we did, and they are all numbered. Each one of them is individually numbered. 1 of 7, 2 of 7, could be any amount. But BSV uniquely doing a NFT on BSV, we could make these access to events, even make them wearable tickets to a show, let's say.
That's right. That's exactly how we're using, which I'll explain in 1 minute.
So do we have barcodes on them as well then? So you can scan a barcode.
All right. So here's what it is. It's your t-shirt, right? It actually has an NFC, what would you call it? An NFC implant on the inside of the t-shirt sleeve. Can you see that? So you can tap your phone to it, right? It's the tap technology, same as you use it on your credit card, that near field communication system, or technology, I should say. We are using for our Bitcade, our Bitcoin Arcade, our pop-up crypto gaming event tonight in Miami, in South Beach. We're using these as they can purchase the NFT. Obviously, you have the physical asset, and then you have the digital asset backed up on the blockchain, the real blockchain, BSV, of course. And it will act as admission into the party this evening, as well as admission into future events, any of our CoinGeek Bitcoin Association events around the world. And it'll even include, and our Citadel events in Florida, and it'll even include like VIP and concierge level services for future events. So once they buy that, that is access into all these other things moving forward.
Absolutely.
So he's pegging a physical, starting with t-shirts, pegging a physical asset to a digital asset on the BSV blockchain. And Mikey, why did you choose BSV?
Because it works. You can put these large files.
That's really all you need to say. It works. I'm sorry. How much did you pay on Ethereum? I'm sorry. OpenSea, how much did you pay?
Yeah, not bad. No, another thing with those is with the tap technology, there's also an NFT that could be sent to your Relay wallet, because we built this on the, it's done on the Run platform. So there is a Run NFT associated with it, but as well, when you tap it, you don't really need a BSV wallet to view If you just tap that with any phone, anybody with a cell phone can tap and see the NFT without having to have a BSV wallet. It's another
Oh,
thing.
that's what, when we tap it, because we were trying to test this earlier and we couldn't quite get it to work. And that might have just been our NFT tech abilities over here. But do you have to open a wallet, Mikey, before you tap it? Or what do you need on your iOS or your Android?
There's a different, if you know the tap technology, like an iPhone, it's more at the top of the phone. Whereas like an Android phone is more in the middle or the center of the phone. So there is different locations where the phone needs to touch it. Yep.
And does the phone need to be open or does it matter?
Yep, I would have the phone open. Seems to work better that way. And we're working on broadening that antenna so it grabs a little bit better as well. These are kind of some of the first ones that we're working with. We've been trying out a bunch of different technologies, you know, QR code, tap technologies. Is that iPhone?
Yeah, it's iPhone.
Yeah,
And we can tap it. We've got a couple phones here. Tap it there. Tap, tap.
No.
No, I don't know. But should we have something like any wallet open to tap?
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Do we need a wallet open or just the phone?
There are some, if you're not allowing for NFC or pay inside of your phone.
Maybe it's a setting. Yeah.
Settings.
Okay, let me check that out.
Usually because it's
Rory's going to troubleshoot over here.
Okay, shall I show you? Is this doxing to show? Let's see. So we have settings. Where should I go in the settings?
I think it says NFC. I think there's an NFC setting inside
General?
No, look where you can search. Where can you search? NFC. Just type
NFC. Okay.
Search NFC. And that way you'll probably get on that. In your field communication. Search.
Enter.
Trust me, nothing technical has worked today. We've been trying to make this FedEx Kinko orders for these stupid stickers for about 4 hours. Don't even ask.
Yeah. Oh, but they're great. Okay, NFC.
So basically, I saw some bit because I went to an event in London and I went to a Block Dojo event and I saw some little round things like this and I literally tapped that against my phone and it's like a business card. So we're doing like local tokens to use it as a business card, and that went to literally the website for the business that it was. And I thought, oh my gosh, that's a really cool. So it's kind of the same thing then. You tap the T-shirt, and then it takes you to where does it take you to? So
it'll actually take you to the online transaction. You'll view it through Bico Media when you tap it.
Right. Okay.
So that way you can you don't really need a wallet. It'll just bring you right to the Bico transaction of that particular shirt, you know?
That's awesome.
That's so cool. Unique.
Does it open up in a browser window?
Yes. Yep. Absolutely.
Excellent.
And which wallet did you use? Was it Relax?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And why did you use Relax for your making your NFTs?
Yep, all the tokens that we're doing are created on the Run platform.
So what's the address on RelayX that people can buy the T-shirts from?
We don't even have it up yet.
Are you like one peg?
We don't have it up yet.
We don't have it up.
Oh, so you're so new that literally we're in the process of actually putting this stuff. Oh my goodness! So this is a world exclusive.
That's right, and it's an NFT week in Miami when the entire crypto world has descended on Miami for Bitcoin 2022 and all the events we had. But huge shout out to the Free Knots last night and Rafael Laverde, Crypto Vigilante, Dollar Vigilante. They came to the Treehouse, a world famous music club, and they fucking blew it out of the water. And they filmed their live footage for their next music video. I tried to represent dancing, but I still have a broken ankle, so that was not pretty.
She was tearing it up.
It was not pretty.
Yes. It was such fun.
She was dancing so
But they
hard.
did such an amazing job. The concert was amazing. We had a great BSV meetup beforehand. Mikey should have been here, just like Mikey should be here tonight. He's only 2 hours away, so that's not much of an excuse.
Yeah, Mikey, come on down.
These girls drove all the way from Atlanta to be here.
Yes.
Wow.
I was like, I think that was a 10-hour journey
Mikey,
for you, wasn't it?
Tonight, as we are selling your NFTs, what should we say to the patrons?
Physical peg digital.
Physical peg digital. Perfect. Simple. I like it. And that's one thing, with communication. Outside the Bitcoin 2020 conference, there's not a lot of time. I was dancing to live music, handing out flyers, and simply.
But she didn't take video, so it didn't happen.
Exactly. I didn't take any.
Danced on the street.
No video.
Yeah.
It didn't happen.
No proof of work.
But what I'm
dancing.
saying is that you have a brief moment when you're passing out flyers for an event. So my hashtag was utility matters. So I like what you're doing there. That's a simple statement we can say. So physical pegged digital. Is that right?
That's correct. Yes.
Physical pegged digital. And they don't even need to understand it necessarily. It's just the slogan, and they can kind of ruminate.
Yeah.
Talk
Exactly.
to, okay, who had amazing conversations yesterday? I think Britt and Rory had some amazing conversations that were pretty anti-BSV that were downloading.
Those Monero guys didn't know what hit them.
We were in a room full of Monero people because, of course, a Free Knots concert is going to bring Monero and libertarians and anarchists. So that was really cool. But you guys were sharing with me earlier, and it was so awesome because you understood the real impact of why we're here, why we're working around the clock for 2 weeks, but we're having serious impact. So who was it you that was?
I think
you were telling
in my case, I was speaking with your friend Freddie, and Freddie works in cybersecurity, and it had a Solana wristband
because of
on.
me. I got him in cybersecurity.
Yes, and so he was very interested, and he kind of wasn't so gangbusters about CSW, Dr. Wright. And I said, well, what do you think about IPv6? And he lit up and he said, oh, IPv6. And he started to explain to me about IPv4.
He spent like an hour talking to you about it.
Yes, and he used props, and it was fascinating. And I think
props.
What do you mean he used props?
Silverware on the table to like explain it.
That's hilarious.
And I said,
all right, we'll catch him at the event tonight. We'll
have you heard what Dr. Wright or CSW has said about IPv6? And he went, oh, no, but that sounds kind of interesting. So I think this is the way to connect with new people. Also, shout out to some Monero guys, my new friends, Nightmare. He might come to the
Nightmare. That was one of the guys I spoke to about it too. So
yes,
what's up,
Nightmare. Listen, we love you. We got lots of love for the podcaster Nightmare. And he might come to the Bitcade tonight. So, Brittany, tell us about your conversations.
Yes, he was a really cool guy. He really understood, a lot about Monero, but didn't quite understand a whole lot about BSV. And so he wanted to know like what the fundamentals were and why BSV matters. And I was telling him about the power of microtransactions. And, we got into a whole discussion about what's going to happen by like 2024 and 2028 with the halving and like traditional cryptocurrencies and BTC, blah, 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 and how all of that's all going to go. And we got into this conversation about privacy versus anonymity, obviously being in Monero. And so that was really interesting. But by the end of the conversation, I had about 4 or 5 guys sitting around me, and I convinced them all to download Handcash. And I was like, I'll send you guys like $2 to $5 to get on Handcash right now. And I will show you the difference and the how powerful BSV is right now in real time. And we got all our phones out and they downloaded it. And we were sitting there together. And I was like, all right, here's the first one. And you saw on my phone, it goes bing. And then on his phone, it goes bing. And they were like, wow, it was instantaneous. And it's like, I know that's what we're talking about, right? Like they were blown away with it, and he was like, you know what? Maybe I will, check out a little bit more into BSV. And it's funny because I was talking to Kurt later on in the evening. We were hanging out, and Kurt and I were chit-chatting, and one of the guys came up and he goes, oh man, I just want to thank you. I've been having great conversations with everybody else now, and I kind of understand what everybody's talking about because of our conversation. So just really wanted to thank you for enlightening me about the power of Bitcoin. And it's like, absolutely, anytime. This is what we're here for, right? So it was a great evening in Miami here with the girls. Everything's been amazing.
And on that note, I don't know if this is true. I tagged Alex on a tweet, but I don't know if it's true. Kurt said that in the last week, even before we got here on Saturday, there had been 5,000 haste wallets downloaded from the Miami area. 5,000 in the middle of the biggest BTC Maxi Deegan conference ever, right? Like, that's pretty crazy.
That's cool.
Wow.
Yeah, no,
And
that's a real
you
good
know,
food. Well done,
meeting
girls.
different people is really good. I think a year ago I was so strict. I'd say, oh no, I don't want to talk to anybody outside of BSV. And then now we're going around listening to people, listening to what their perspective is. And just there's something very, very meaningful about person to person, conversation to conversation. And we understand the utility and we understand the brilliance of what all the people here in this space are doing, and that we have the resource of Bitcoin to build upon for everything in the world and for all the people in the world. So to have these one-on-one conversations is meaningful. It's
Human. It's
yeah,
human. We're
exactly.
not just digitally fighting on crypto Twitter.
And we're not focused on, oh this or oh that. You just talk sense and you ask questions, and that people respond to that. And I feel like this is very inspiring.
So you're glad you came to Miami?
Yeah.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Yeah, no, it was great. It's been great.
It has been.
So
And I
Rory,
just want to
when are
say
you
thank you to
moving?
Brittany
When are you
Bitz
moving to
and
Miami?
Robin DeLisser, because these two made it possible for me to be here. I really am grateful. And also to Diddy and Ruth.
And the Citadel helped kick in for costs.
East Coast.
Thank you. And
East Coast.
yes.
No
East
West Coast.
And
So,
to Diddy and Ruth for supporting us to make these live streams happen, because we couldn't have done it without you. And it's fun that we can be together virtually.
And we've got Women at BSV stickers with a QR code back to our YouTube channel. We're going to blast the party tonight.
Yes, exactly. So the more the merrier. But we hope to have Mikey on as our guest to interview in May. So, oh, hello, we see Monday. Hey, Monday. Yes. Now, Mikey, could you tell us a little bit about how you got interested in Bitcoin, just as a touch onto our interview in May?
And what is your background prior to Bitcoin? Because I know you have a screen printing business, but what is your overall background?
Well, screen printing. I've screen printed and owned a screen print business forever. That's all I've ever really done. What got me into Bitcoin was basically somebody offered me Bitcoin to print shirts very early on. And I said, get out of here. I'm not taking any of this money. Get out of here. So I didn't do it. And then looked into it more later and realized, hey, I've got computers that are beefed up and I can mine this stuff, and basically started mining. And that's really what got me started into learning more about it.
Did you try with a Raspberry Pi?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You went down that road.
Oh, yeah.
That's hilarious. You're probably one of the first print shops that actually took BSV or Bitcoin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you and Kurt have that in common.
Yeah. Yes. And now nobody wants to pay with it. Everybody that comes in now, I'm not going to spend. We're going to hold it. Nobody wants to spend anymore.
Yeah.
I convince them, like, well, just pay with that. We'll give you a deal or whatever, but we'll see.
That's awesome.
You know what? Drop your PayMail in here. Let's give you some pews from this video too. What is your PayMail?
Mikey.
Oh,
That's
so
Mikey?
like literally it's what's on the screen. So the $MIKEY, Mikey.
That's perfect.
Was that Handcash?
Okay.
Is that Handcash
Smart.
PayMail? Yeah.
All right, we'll get some pews going.
So Rory, I like yourself and Brittany drove all the way from Atlanta. So do you want to tell everybody how long a journey this was that you did? Because this is dedication. Serious, and you driving.
For real.
Yeah.
It seemed like 20 minutes.
but in
But
reality,
it was over 12 hours.
Yes. Brittany drove the whole way. We were prepared. We only made 2 stops and we drove through the night, and we did it in under 10 hours, I would say.
It was 10 and a half.
Was it 10 and a half?
10 and a half.
Okay, I'm exaggerating.
But
it
yeah.
seemed, we stopped the first time we stopped for a bathroom break and gas, and then Brittany said, okay, I'm going to match up with the GPS to where we were before we stopped. And I said, all right, let's go. And she's got the best music.
The time. Match up the time.
Exactly.
She's also got a Mother of Dragons sticker on the back of her car.
Yes.
Bumper sticker.
And we were just rolling on down. And the joke in Atlanta is that Atlanta drivers are crazy.
Oh, Miami takes the cake.
Oh, by far.
Miami, they almost hit it. They almost killed us.
The only city
Grand
worse in
Theft
America is
Auto.
El Paso.
Yeah.
Don't even try to get on the highway in El Paso.
Yeah,
It's absolutely
crazy here.
terrible. Like three
That's
guys doing like a bucket.
That's true.
Whatever, man. They
I
almost
know.
sideswiped us.
Yeah.
It was
I know.
scary.
I was seriously like.
All right, don't scare people off about Miami. You still want to move to Miami or
Yeah.
South Florida? I live in Palm Beach, so I get doses of Miami when I need to do my crypto stuff, my Bitcoin stuff down here. And I live up where it's like more family and rural and green and spread out, not like a concrete jungle down here. But Miami is definitely the epicenter. I think you guys have seen it. It is the epicenter of
It's the place to be.
blockchain crypto world. Dubai is right up there, but I would say those two. Everybody's talking about Portugal. I don't know what's happening in Portugal, except that they recently announced they want to be the most conducive place to have blockchain businesses. We know our friend Emilio actually has started a BSV blockchain hub, a Citadel. I always say that wrong. Kurt makes fun of me. Citadel in Portugal. So I don't know what's up with Portugal, but right now Miami and Dubai are absolutely the epicenters.
Well, now you've actually mentioned that, Robin, do you want to explain what the Miami Citadel is? What do you actually do at the Miami Citadel?
Well, we're not Miami. We're up in Palm Beach. So we just call it South Florida, which it's an hour away. So it is basically designed to be a think tank more than anything. We want to be an incubator and accelerator, right? We have seen so many engineers over the years and not a lot of business acumen and not a lot of successful track records. So we want to be able to incubate the startups, which we'll be doing through the Block Dojo. I hope I'm allowed to announce this. Block Dojo is partnering with us and they're going to come and provide the incubator space. They're going to bring a team here, build a team here. They're going to they're probably going to set up operations around June. And then they will start their first cohort probably by the fall. So it'll be their second dojo location. The second.
Bonito a Miami.
El Fuego.
That's awesome. No, that's very good.
Anyway, so they will be joining us. Interestingly enough, as somebody I met the other day, I don't know his name because I just added him to our Telegram group, but he was like, "Oh, I was just at the dojo in London." I'm like, "Oh, what? Like, how cool is that?" Anyways, so it's the incubator, and then we'll have an accelerator so that we can actually bring these businesses into modern enterprise world where they scale and they gain real market share. Right? Everybody's been building here and there, but we don't see a lot of like enterprise utility, or well, utility, yes, but we don't see successful businesses at an enterprise level yet in the BSV world, right? So that's it. We want to, I personally want to recruit the smartest engineers and entrepreneurs from all over the world to come and sit with us a couple days, a couple weeks, a couple months, move here. Let's get in the same room and elevate everybody's level of thinking, of coding, of, where their weaknesses are. We'll have a panel of advisors. I'm a recruiter. I've been an entrepreneur. My first recruiting business, I got over $1 million in profit my very first year. So I've had some pretty successful track records, and I've incubated and helped startups for 20 years, along with nonprofits and community things like TEDx and creating conferences and hackathons and things like that. But we'll have advisors like, James Marchand is a brilliant banker with a very, very successful track record, right? We'll have different advisors in different categories to help these businesses once they've got the startup and they're like, early seed stage, but then we can actually accelerate them through the later stages and really provide a team of experts for getting them accelerated, right? So more than anything, I think it's the US BSV blockchain hub. We're calling it a blockchain hub, so we don't turn away people that are not diehard BSVers, and we can educate and inspire.
There's always an opportunity to educate.
Always. We've seen this nonstop. We've seen it in Miami nonstop. And people aren't as versed to BSV as they are on Twitter and with the crypto civil wars when you're here in person. And they're like, Alex Moon went into the conference and was going around talking to exchanges, and they were like, "Oh, is that a new coin? Yeah, we'll list that new coin." He's like, "Sure, it's a new coin." So funny.
In fact, I was actually in London on Thursday at the Block Dojo's showcase, and the businesses that were there were Buzzmint, which Cosmos X, which I'm going to do some video. I took some video of GMP, Ninja Punk Girls, which Rory was dressed as last night, Plus App, which I noticed that Robin is actually a mentor for.
Yes. Yes. So this is so funny, Diddy. Thank you for bringing that up. I did a Twitter space with Kurt. And I said in the Twitter space a few weeks ago that I would love to see somebody build something that is like a Calendly mixed with a Clarity FM, where somebody can go on and say, oh, I want an hour of Kurt's time. Kurt charges $250 for an hour, right? Or I want 20 hours of consultancy work from Kurt. When I go on to his calendar to book myself, I see what his rate is. I pay right there on the wallet, and it's all done in one smooth transaction. It's very easy, right? So I said this, and Kurt's like, that's brilliant. Go build it. I'm like, that's what I want for our crypto job boards, right? So that we have something that no other job board has, right? And we have a freelance platform, and not just the full-time jobs. We'll have a freelance platform. We'll have another platform for campus recruiting, so interns and graduates coming out of these amazing engineering programs and blockchain programs around the world from the top schools. And then 2 weeks later, Laura, Bitcoin BSV, she reached out. She's like, you know, we're about to graduate the cohort in the dojo, which I didn't even know they were there, by the way. Secondly, she's like, oh, we were thinking about advisors, and we know that you've been like a serial entrepreneur and you've had a pretty successful track record. Like, would you mind talking to us and maybe even being an advisor? And I was like, yeah, of course. No understanding like what they were building. So I go into this call with her and her husband, like totally, you know, fresh and cold. And then they're building that exact thing. That
very exact thing. Yeah.
It was literally like 2 weeks. Like, you want to talk about manifesting?
So
we will be adding that platform to the BSV job board that we currently have that the Bitcoin Association built.
That's fantastic, because it's basically micro consulting is what it
is.
So it's like an instant conferencing and messaging platform that helps professional freelancers and influencers monetize their time.
So it's really good. They need some advisors to help them build the business. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying per minute, and say you are one of the mentors for them, so that's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Very proud of them. I'm really excited about what they're building. It's something that everybody would use. It has great utility.
So that's Laura and Igwe. Igwe is her husband, and Igwe, my Monday, told me, because he's in Nigeria, that Igwe means king.
Oh, I did not know that. That's going to help me remember his name, so I appreciate that. Yeah, and their app is called Plus App.
Yes, Plus App. Yeah.
So they'll be graduating the dojo. I think that the cohort is graduating. If they have not already graduated, they're graduating.
It finished yesterday. So last night. Okay, was the last time. And also,
so how was Laura's presentation?
Yeah, it was brilliant. And I've got video of all of the presentations.
Oh, good.
I'm currently editing, so they will go up. But Laura is basically expecting a baby in 2 weeks. So congratulations to Laura.
Congratulations. She's got a baby, so that's a lot. Yeah. They moved to London to be part of the dojo. They're going to continue to live in the area. They have a young child that's maybe 2 or younger, and she's about to have a baby, and they're going through the entrepreneurial incubator program for the Satoshi Block Dojo. Very cool. Yeah,
she's a star, absolute star. So really happy for her.
I love it. Yeah, that's an inspiration for women.
Mikey. So what have you been up to today then? From last night, you went to the after party. So what have you been up to today?
We've actually just been working in the hotel room all day, which is why I've not gotten ready. And we literally haven't even eaten yet. So, like, the guys from Genuine Retreats are like, oh, hey, can you jump on a call? And I'm like, not unless you join our live stream. Like, we haven't even eaten. Like, that's how much we don't have time right now. So, thankfully, Brittany ran downstairs to the hotel and got us some great sandwiches so that we weren't sick to our stomach. But so we're going to go pick up our marketing materials from FedEx Kinko, so we can get our branding, Women of BSV, and I don't know. Can you see that? I got all these nice little... Anyway, so we're gonna go pick up our stickers and then get to the event and get there early to make sure we can have everything set up in time. We only made CoinGeek. This is CoinGeek's event. It's a pop-up crypto gaming arcade, so Bitcoin arcade. So it's a Bitcade. It is hopefully the first in a series of Bitcades around the world. We have crypto fights. We have heist arcade. We have
Duradogs.
Duradogs. And Fix
Stato Runner as well.
Stato Runner and Fix Gaming, which is the parent company of Crypto Fights. So everybody will get money walking in the door. They'll get some Bitcoin. We have amazing food and craft cocktails. We have our own signature cocktail. This place called the Broken Shaker is inside a cute little hotel here, a very like Cuban kind of old school Miami, Florida old hotel. And it's actually considered one of the top 50 mixology spots in the U.S. So they're known for their custom craft cocktails, and we have our own signature drink tonight. So everybody will get to earn money, right? Play the game, see how advanced these technologies are of some of our best BSV companies in gaming, and have some drinks and eat. So when CoinGeek set it up, they thought the capacity would be allotted for 100, and I'm pretty sure we're somewhere over 200 RSVPs right now.
And is it like a casino, but you're all playing these arcade games? Is that the idea?
I'm not sure if it's going to be like a casino. It's more like walking into an exhibition hall where everything is just live gaming. So like one booth will just be crypto fights. You walk over to the next one and the next booth will be, right, because you're going to be interacting with the screen. I guess it's kind of like casino. Yeah.
Cool. Very original idea. Yeah.
So let's say hello to Casey. Because Kate,
selling the NFTs.
oh
Yeah, we'll be
How
set up
do
selling these
people-
NFTs.
Selling the
Okay.
NFTs. And then how will people, how will we process the transactions? Will we use hand cash
Yeah.
solely?
Well, we can do it. Whatever the people. We have to be able to take whatever the user wants to give us, so we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Zelle,
so we could
hand
do-
cash.
Okay, and they would go. Okay, so they would go Zelle, hand cash.
All right? What would be really cool is if
hand
we could.
cash, relay
If we
outs.
could get everyone in the audience to download a Haste hand cash wallet and pew everybody in the audience, that would be really cool.
Let's do
Yeah, that would be
and let's record
great.
it. Let's
Satoshi
do that
Wall
as
Street
live
5.
stream.
Here's my shout out. I need some QQ money,
Yeah.
and we're branding you over here, Satoshi. So hook a sister up.
They look better on a darker surface, but they look
Okay,
cool.
fine.
They look
Yeah.
cool.
Anyways, that would be really cool. So if we could dial that up, that'd be cool. We're gonna try and play one of Brittany's recent podcasts. If they have the right AV equipment, the screen and a projector, we're gonna actually play that in the backdrop as people walk in.
Oh, and we've got a special event.
Oh wait,
But we're not.
I'm not okay. I'm just gonna give them. I'm gonna give them a little bit, Brittany. I'm gonna give them a little a taste. I got this. Okay. Kurt is gonna get a very special gift today. We had to make sure Kurt's wife would be in the audience.
Is this
I'm
a
definitely
secret?
gonna cry. That's all I can say. Brittany has brought a very, very heartfelt, beautiful gift that will be pretty amazing, and I hope we get to hang it in the Citadel in Kurt's office. Robin!
Okay.
He's not watching. He's too busy. Don't anybody say anything.
Our lips are sealed.
Yes. Here, but we would like to just
I got
send
show
off.
them the Miami,
Yeah, the Miami view. Let
from
me
the
open the door.
hotel.
Right, so let's have a look at this view. So we've got girls in Miami, we've got Casey in Brazil, we've got Corpy in Finland, and we've got myself and Ruth in the UK. And look at that beach! Wow, I mean,
know,
it's
yes.
so nice.
It's
That's
lovely,
nice.
and I did go to the beach this morning, and I walked right into it and just felt the ocean. It's been a dream for several years to go to the beach, so I'm really grateful. Look at this view. Look at that blue water. So,
My
Diddy,
gosh.
I just want to say that I will take all of your vlogging tips and put together a video as well.
Oh, that'd be
documenting the
amazing.
trip.
Excellent.
So that will be really fun.
Cool.
And Mikey, we're so glad. Hey, Casey. Hey, how you doing?
We're both at
We
the
are
beach.
so glad, Mikey, that you were able to join us here today, and we will do well to sell more NFTs tonight.
Thank
And
you.
then we are so glad to have you on our show in May. So we'll be in touch in the email.
Great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, because I have a
But-
question. I have
Do
questions
you sell
about.
anything other than T-shirts?
We're working on other things. Yes,
Not at the moment.
there are some other things. Yes.
in the
On the
pipeline.
way. Okay, great. Well, we're
Can
trying
I
to
ask
go
a
to
question?
FedEx Kinko's.
Can I ask a
So
question though?
thank you so much. And then
Oh, you gotta go.
Casey, we can't wait to hear all about Brazil. We'll see you later.
Thank you.
There you go.
Yes. Hi.
So,
Thank
Mikey,
you,
I
everyone.
do have a question.
Yeah.
Because it's got an electronic tag in it.
Mm-hmm.
Are they washable?
Yes, absolutely.